Good morning. Welcome to a new edition of the local news. It is a new month. It is the 2nd of November 2020. In the headlines, education system should be adapted. Coming soon, school complex in Para. Government wants to keep bread prices stable and pressure on the healthcare is decreasing. The Surinamese education system must be adapted. According to Minister Marie Levens of Education, Culture and Science, our education is still focused on the Netherlands. We are still using books from the Netherlands in primary school, says the minister. She's of the opinion that Surinamese students can make eager use of study opportunities in the region. On the other side, schools in the interior are still closed. The arrears still have to be paid to, among others, the bus and boat owners who provide school transport. And according to the Vice President Ronnie Brunswijk, this involves a large amount of money. Within a month, Para will have a school complex, so says Project Manager Anushka Abdul Rahan of the Secondary and Technical Education Support Project. The new school complex in Suriname will be located along the Desiree Delano Bouterse Highway. This project had already been mapped out since 2014. The Secondary and Technical Education Support Project should guarantee secondary education in the district. It regards the so-called secondary education for juniors, in Dutch known as VOJ, and continued education for seniors, known as VOS. In the future, this project will be able to accommodate almost 1,200 students. There is also thought of a student campus that will accommodate over 600 students. The Plantation Board of Hanover and Mawakabo has made a commitment to embrace and support this project. The money borrowed for this project doesn't have to be repaid within 5 years, but within 20 to 25 years, says Anwar Lal Mohammed. He is the alternate governor of the Islamic Development Bank. The school complex should be completed by the end of 2021. The government is doing everything it can to keep prices of bread stable. That's why the government decided to subsidize flour for the production of bread. Minister Saskia Walden of Economic Affairs already had several talks with the flour suppliers. It has everything to do with exchanging views with the largest group of stakeholders in the flour trade and also with representatives of bakeries. In this way, the right conditions can be set for subsidy scheme. A challenge of the flour suppliers is to purchase US dollars against the exchange rate of the Central Bank of Suriname, and mainly to pay for the import of grain and flour. Another aspect is that the government must ensure that the subsidized flour indeed benefits the Surinamese community. Supervision must take place in compliance with the conditions set by the Ministry of Economic Affairs. In this context, bakeries are registered. And at last, the pressure on the healthcare system is decreasing. The positive development is due to the downward trend in the number of COVID-19 infections. Due to the downward trend of COVID-19 patients, healthcare workers can focus on their regular care. Health Minister Amar Ramadan is awaiting a report from the outbreak management team. Soon, we can then switch to code orange. Adjusting the alert status will also affect other COVID-19 measures. Meanwhile, extra attention can also be paid to patients with mild COVID-19 symptoms. Various activities are carried out at the Wanica Regional Hospital, and that is to make their stay enjoyable. Once a week, both patients and healthcare personnel participate in Zumba classes. There are also workshops, as this was the case last week. The activities in the Regional Hospital Wanica with patients and staff will continue for the time being. But remember, taking into consideration the COVID-19 rules, such as wearing a face mask, regularly disinfecting your hands, and keeping a physical distance of at least 1.5 meters. And that is it for our local news for today. Have a wonderful day further. Until tomorrow. Bye-bye.